Alright you guys, I am out today shooting my brand new SIG Cross 6.5 Creedmor Born and Raised Edition. I got it a couple months ago, but I haven't had a chance to shoot it yet. So I've shot it a couple times today and got it kind of zeroed at 100. I'm going to do some more shooting and show you the results. This is the SIG Cross, like I said, Born and Raised Edition. Born and Raised had them make some adjustments to the original SIG Cross. One of the main things is it's got a 24-inch barrel, it's stainless steel, Cerakoted, some other differences, but it helps with long range, I guess. I'm not a long range shooter by any means, but I'm working on getting better at shooting at distance. So watched a couple videos that Born and Raised put out about this gun. They've used it shooting bear, even elk, but I wanted to bring it out and shoot it, make a little video, put it out, and show you guys what this does. I've got the Vortex Strike Eagle scope on this. Got it mounted, got it kind of dialed in, and anyway, we'll see how this does. Pretty happy with it so far. I've only shot a couple rounds through it, but just getting it dialed in at 100 yards. So I'm going to shoot at 100 yards a group of 3 and see how it groups. I'm shooting a reload that I reloaded for my other 6.5 that I had, that I got rid of. I didn't like it too much. But I'm shooting 142 grain Nosler AccuBond, and it seems to do pretty good. So hear all the shooting out here. There's a lot of people shooting out here. One of the things that's a little frustrating to me is when you come out here to shoot and you see where people have shot glass bottles and things, and they just leave the mess here. I wish that when people come out to shoot, they would clean up their mess, because this is not a dump site. This is BLM land out of Boise, Idaho, and a lot of people come out here and shoot. But a lot of them don't have the courtesy to clean up, and shooting bottles is a bad idea anyway. It's better if they're recycled, and it just makes a mess. A lot of things you can shoot. I just usually get a piece of cardboard. That way I can recycle it when I'm done. I make a little X on it and shoot at it. Like I said, I'm not like a professional shooter or anything else. I'm just a guy that, likes to hunt deer, coyotes, elk. I don't think I'll hunt elk with the 6.5, but it's easily done and a lot of people do it. Definitely got a wind and Alright, so that's the first group of 3 I've shot with this gun ever. I sighted it in a little bit, a couple shots, and I'm not really that sturdy on this thing. I probably need a better, like a prone or something to get real accuracy, but we'll go down and see what happened here. Let's go look. This is my first actual group of 3 with the SIG. See, it's not too bad. About a 1-inch group. And that's, on the table. I might try to set up and shoot prone here if I can. Let's see what happens. Okay, I do have a prone position set up now, and I'm going to try shooting here, see if it's a little more accurate. Put 3 more rounds downrange. And the sun's starting to get over in my sight, so it's a little bit of glare. But I'm going to still try it here, see what happens. There's my second set of 3. That's prone. It's not quite as consistent as when I was sitting, and it's a good inch higher. That's interesting. There's 3 down here. You can kind of see them. Those are the 3 from the shooting bench. These 3 are from the prone position, which I thought would be a little more consistent, but wasn't. I'm not, like I said, you guys, I'm not a great shooter. I mean, this is 100 yards, obviously, and this is the first time I've shot this gun, but I mean, I think it's doing pretty good for me. Let's do it again. I know everybody will probably say you should be wearing eye protection. I don't wear eye protection when I hunt, but I know it's probably better when you're target shooting, but the sun's in a place right now where it's glaring off my safety glasses, so I'm going to shoot without my safety glasses. Same spot as the last one. Wow. Now that is a group. Let's go look at this. That's a lot more stable. And I got a really good group out of that. Let's go up there and check it out. Alright, this is my 3rd set of 3. I felt really comfortable this time. And well, that's interesting. That's two holes right there and 1 there. That is tight. Man. Wow. That is incredible. Well, that's the SIG Cross, born and raised 6.5. That is that's accurate. Consistent. 3 rounds, right? Almost in the same hole. That's incredible. All right. I'm going to adjust it a little bit, try to get my 0 down here. So that's about 2 inches high. And see what happens. Wow. That's incredible. I've told you when I started, I'm not a real accurate shooter, but that group right there is probably one of the best groups I've ever shot with a rifle at 100 yards. Alright, really quick, you guys, I'm going to show you this scope, the way this works, if I can explain it to you real quick. This is the Vortex Strike Eagle. It's 5x25 and has the MOA adjustments left and right. But to sight this thing in, you shoot it until you get it, where you want it, and then you pull the top off. This has a 0 ring. You rotate it to where 0 is, and then you place the cap back on at 0. So now you're zeroed. If you're spot on at 100 yards, you're zeroed at 100 yards. And the same thing with the left and right. Right now I've got to pull this back off and 0 it, so it will be set. So it's kind of cool. Then when I know a lot of people know a lot more about this than I do, but if you're watching this, you don't really know. Hopefully this is kind of some cool information for you. But then when you're out and you're hunting, and you're sighted in at 100, 0 is 100, and there are apps on your phone that you plug in your velocity and your bullet weight, and then you can when you range your animal at, say, 350 yards, you put that into the app and it will give you a setting on this scope. So you dial it up to whatever the setting might be 3.6, and then you get it as close as you can, because you have increments of 4.25, so it's like 3.25, 3.5, 3.75, and then 4. So that's how that works. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I know there's people out there that know a lot more about this than I do, but I'm just a guy out shooting and enjoying the outdoors and hunting and fishing and making a few videos. And I'm not an expert on anything, but it's kind of fun to share things. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot again here real quick. Okay, I've got it dialed into 100 yards. I'll tell you what, that is my new favorite gun. I believe that to be a very accurate gun out of the box, and like I said, I'm not an expert. I'll take you up and show you my last 3 rounds after I adjusted down to 0 and zeroed it at 100. Let's walk out there. Okay, so these 3 are my last 3 rounds. Almost looks like I did it on purpose. Should have shot one more right there. Anyway, that's after I zeroed it down to 100. There's three rounds in this. I have video, you'll see it on the video, but this I fired after I made a small adjustment, but I had to readjust, and I might have actually pulled on that one. So, but then after I adjusted it down, my last 3 rounds right there, I'm pretty happy with that. This group, I couldn't believe it, but really happy with that. All right, you guys, didn't really get a chance to shoot long distance. I shot 100 yards, got it dialed in. One of these days soon, I'm going to do some shooting, hopefully out to 500 yards. I got to find a place to do that, but I need to calculate my ballistics and figure all that out before I do that. So anyway, the born and raised SIG 6.5 Creedmor. I love it. So we'll see how it goes when I hunt with it in the future, and hopefully get to do another video on shooting some distance with it and verify. I know Trent shot 1,033 yards with the thing, and they were hitting an 8-inch plate, so that's pretty dang good. So might try that someday if I can find a place to do it. Pretty open out here, but there's a lot of people out here shooting, so it's tough to find a place where you're kind of in a safe zone. Shooting into a good backstop and stuff. So anyway, till next time, take care.